What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm continuing to show you how to make Garten of BanBan 0 in Minecraft. This is part 8, and we're going to be finishing everything except for the cave. The room I just showed at the beginning, the big door room, this whole pathway, and the secret ending will also be done. Ignore my oak signs again, they're still placeholders. I just keep forgetting to remove them, but I guess there's no point to now because I'm done that section. Anyway, yeah, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alrighty, so you should be in this room, which is the one we ended last part on. It's the, funny big one. The materials you need to start off for this room are the following. Black carpet. Blackstone slabs. Smooth quartz slabs. Nether brick fence. Dark oak trap doors. Spruce buttons. That's such an unfortunate number. We're gonna go polish blackstone stairs, polish blackstone slabs, and sea lanterns. I guess that makes the most sense. So, if we start, well, I guess we can actually start with the front wall. Left and right of the entrance, what you want to do is, it's symmetrical. You're going to count the furthest out white concrete on this front wall before the diagonal, which will be this kind of row right here. And from the chiseled tough brick on the floor, you'll count in by 1, and going back, place 3 nether brick fence. And again, you'll do this on both sides. You'll extend that back fence in by 4. And you'll end technically 1 row short of the, opening there. Or have 1 row between you and the opening. Whatever you decide to figure that out as. On this row of what should be 5 nether brick fence, if you take the middle one and count out by 1, so towards this corner, you're going to take this fence, and if you look at it, from the back of the room, you'll place a dark oak trap door on it and open it up against kind of the inside. Just like so. You can crouch and place a spruce button off the dark oak trapdoor. Just don't press the button, or it'll break. I had to just wait for it to do the thing, What you can do now is take the center of the room, and if you count all the way to the chiseled tough brick between the set of doors here, you want to from it count back by 12, I guess forward by 12. And from this chiseled tough brick, you will go forward with 3 blackstone slabs. Do make sure you include that one, the first, or the 12th one, I guess, in that. The middle blackstone slabs can be brought left and right by 1 to create a plus shape. Yeah, I'll place a black carpet off each corner to kind of make a square. I guess it's a weird square. From the center of this, going both directions, you're going to leave a gap of 6 or count left and right by 7. And place a black carpet on either side. Extend it out with a smooth quartz slab and then another black carpet. Off the front and back of those smooth quartz slabs, you'll place more black carpet. From the frontmost carpet, you'll count forward by 6 or leave a gap of 5, and you'll do a similar thing. You'll place a carpet, smooth quartz slab, carpet, and then have a carpet left and right of the slab as well. I'm just going to trace it. Oh, I missed. Of course I did. You should have this. We have to make 3 of the same light. They aren't particularly complicated, but they are weird. So, if you take the center of the blackstone slab button, this big center one, and just trace it up to the ceiling, you're going to place a sea lantern off the chiseled tough brick there. Lord, you're going to extend it left and right by 1 each. Then extend the whole row of 3 forward with 4 rows of still sea lanterns. The middle 3 on the left and right you can extend out with more sea lanterns like so. Off the corners, you're placing a polished blackstone block to almost fill out the square. Up against these sea lanterns themselves, you're placing upside down polished blackstone stairs facing away. Underneath each of the blocks and upside down stairs, you're going to place upside down slabs. And then off the left and right of the upside down stair rows, you're placing upside down slabs again up against the ceiling. And it should give you this kind of light design. It's not perfectly accurate, but it looked good, so I did go with it. You're going to leave a 3-block gap left and right and do the same thing. So essentially, I'm going to, from the center here, I'll leave a gap of 3 or count over 4. And I'll start with the upside down stair row here. And then I'll just know where the sea lanterns are placed from there. It's a row to the left, and then, you know, it's the same old, same old. And then I'll have all these, and yeah, you want 3 of these lights in total. The one we made is the center of the room as well, so that should have, I guess, given that one away. But, yeah, hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am, for the most part. I was playing some Repo earlier. The game is very fun. Okay, I messed up. That's because I'm doing it weirdly. It's my excuse. But, yeah. It was a very goofy game, but it's fun. We had a run going, and then we fell in a hole and died. Embarrassing way to end, but, you know, I'm not going to hide that fact. It was pretty rough. But, you know, you live and you learn, I guess. Especially with games like that. You should have this now. So, this is going to be kind of weird to explain, but you want to clear your inventory, and you want to get out mangrove stairs, item frames, redstone torches, and just whatever block. I'm going to use white concrete so I can break through the wall, and actually I might get out chisel tough bricks so I can also break through the ceiling for this and be able to fix it. But you just need one particularly. If you want to get out both the walls, that does work. You want to, again, from this top center chisel tough brick this time, you want to count forward by 5, and you'll break this chisel tough brick along with the ones left and right. You'll fill this gap with mangrove stairs with item frames off the underside. You can break up here and essentially not on top of the blocks. You want to go around the blocks and place whatever your placeholder block would have been like so. Kind of like this little 0 or like lemon shape. You'll place redstone torches over each of the 3 stairs and then just cap that off with more blocks. Because I have night vision, you kind of can't see the effect, and because of these lights anyway, it would be particularly mute here. I'll actually show it just because. You see, it does have a little bit of lighting. It is kind of hard to tell because of that, but it gives off a bit of light. It's a weird way to do it. You could also replace the item frames with glow item frames if you want it to look a little bit more noticeable. That is fine as well. Left and right of the door, you're doing a similar thing. You're counting over to the second white concrete row, and you're leaving 2 off the top and bottom, and you're just breaking the 3rd white concrete. Yeah. And then you do want to make sure you fill from the outside with the mangrove stairs, because the point of the stairs is to show the flat portion of the block, but to allow you to have light shine through, at least on Bedrock. Again, I don't know if it does it on Java. I keep saying I'll check it. I never will, let's be honest. I think we should all come to the mutual conclusion that I'm never going to actually check that. But, yeah, and again, it doesn't particularly do much, but... Oh, yeah, and you also want the item frames off the inside of the stairs. That would be important. Not exactly hugely important, but it just makes it a little bit better. Ah, yes, one of my Poppy Playtime designs. Good news! That's this branch done. The next one we're going to do is the orange one. So, hold on, I'm just flying over there on my other account. Yeah, okay. You want to just head over in this direction, as in leave this area, and once you get out of the raid, you're just going to immediately take a right and find this orange one, and don't go too far. But yeah, you want to be here. So, I would check to confirm, and as you can see, I have like a face here going on. These like diagonal orange concretes that stick down, you will want an orange above it to fill that in, because the ceiling is... What's that here? Yeah, it's here. It's where I have this row of white concrete, which we'll get to that in a second, but you can clear your inventory in the meantime and get out the following. White concrete, as I've mentioned, I guess. Blackstone. Blackstone stairs. Dark oak signs, polished tough, chiseled tough bricks. I do really like that block. It's a nice one. Sea lanterns, glow item frame, and I suppose black concrete would be our last thing to use here. So, from the... We're going to call it, if you're looking, like, towards the room, it'll be the right side. We're going to go... I guess we're going to use the, like, actual entrance point as the front here. So, if you head through the orange and look to the left, you're going to take this corner of orange concrete. If it's not here, don't worry about it. Just place whatever block here. Like, I'll even replace it with a polished tuff just to prove my point here. And off of this particular block, you want to go, I guess, back and place 7 white concrete, blackstone, 4 white concrete, blackstone, 3 white concrete, and then you want to head to the left with 17 white concrete. And then you'll place 13 polished tuff. Then you'll go back with 19. Then you'll go right with 25. Forward with 11. Left with 13. And then you're going to go forward with 2. And you should end 4 blocks away from the first polished tuff you placed. Or 5, sorry, not 4. I'm bad at counting, apparently. You'll take this front polished tuff either way and extend it right with 5 white concrete, blackstone, 3 white concrete, blackstone, and I didn't get this number. I'm going to go 16 white concrete. I say that, you'll see why in a sec. I wouldn't go shorter than that. That's all I'll say. So, if you head back to the orange doorway, you're going to take the opposite, like, same orange corner, and just extend it back with... Oh, I also don't have this number. You should go back with 16 white concrete. And you will again be 5 away from this little row here. Now, this side you can't really see. It looks like it's just a void hallway, so I really only went 2 blocks, as you can see. I just bring this white concrete right by 2. I would go further than that. This was just the point to where I was done and ready to be done. So, you know, I didn't particularly go very far. But however far you go, you're just going to cap off the end with black concrete. Again, you could barrier it off there even, and then just keep going with white concrete until the end of your render distance. I know that's a stupid idea, but it is kind of funny. So, either way, you want to bring up every white concrete and blackstone, I guess white concrete, just everything we'll go with, up with 5 of their respective materials. Except, there's one exception to this. The white concrete between the rows of blackstone. It's a row of 4 white concrete and a row of 3. You're leaving those alone. Those have funny things going on, so we're just going to leave them until after. But we do want to fill up our stuff. Yeah. And our walls. Do I have anything fun to say here? Not really. Yeah, this branch is small, as you can tell, and then... trying to, like, mentally process here, because I'm going to totally finish this branch in this part, and then it's going to be, like, cave and secret ending, and just, that's such a weird combo, you know? I don't know. I'll have to see. It's not going to be particularly fun, whatever the last part is. I do apologize on that one. Like, right now, I'll say that. It's going to be frustrating, probably. Imagine we get secret ending in this one, and then it's just cave. That comes up when you're quick, though, doesn't it? Like, you don't realize how close you are until you're, like, done. Like, I knew there was only this segment left, but I was like, yeah, this will take up its own part, probably. Which, I mean, I guess it is gonna take up its own part, but, like, I thought it would, like, carry over and then the cave would be its own. Like, I don't know. It's just, you don't really realize it until you're one part out and you're like, oh my god, we're almost done. Like, I did the same thing with Alpha 2 Basement. I was like, I mean, even though that was only 4 parts, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, we're just done now, guys. And really same with Act 1, it creeps up on you. It's not necessarily a bad thing, though. Because you prepare yourself, right, to, like, make a map with a lot more than what you have to do. And then once you hit that point, you're pleasantly surprised at the minimal amount of stuff you have to do. You should have this. Nice. Before we fill in the floor or ceiling, I want to get those little parts of the wall done that are in our way. So we're going to start with the one that we actually have all the materials for. This one right here with the 4 blocks, you want to place a row of white concrete off the left and right, like up against the blackstone. You'll then place an additional at the bottom along with 3 at the top, which should leave you with a little like mail slot almost. Place upside down blackstone stairs in that. Both down diagonally left and down diagonally right from the upside down stairs, you'll place dark oak signs on the white concrete. You'll do the same thing up, but except you're going to count up an additional 1 as well. So essentially the signs are centered. The stairs are not, but the signs are. That was just because it worked that way. I would have had it centered had I could. You could even, if you wanted for them, do this, but I think it looks weird, which is why I only do 1 row, but it's up to you. As for the other one, well, you can get rid of your dark oak signs and get out ladders, and on top of this row of white concrete, you're going to place a row of blackstone stairs, 2 rows of white concrete, upside down row of blackstone stairs, and then another row of white concrete. Off these singular rows, you'll place ladders. The floor and ceiling are fairly easy here, so where the polished tuff starts here, you have this little wall of 3, you'll notice. You're just going to essentially take this wall and a block above it and below it, you're going to connect it forward to this wall with polished tuff. And yeah. The section to the left of this is polished tuff for the floor and ceiling. The section to the right is chiseled tuff bricks. So it's kind of following, I guess, the pattern. The polished tuff area is like polished tuff as all the walls. I have 2 things I want to actually say here for this little part. One is tutorial related, one isn't. I'll start with the untutorial related one. Are mail slots still like used actively? Like you always see them in cartoons, but I've never like seen one. No, I guess I have seen one in real life. Maybe in cities and stuff. I don't know. Oopsies. Okay, yeah, here as well with the chiseled tuff bricks, you can just break whatever white is there. Because as I showed earlier, it's not particularly important. But the more tutorial-related one is, I guess, about the map, is the area where the floor changes from this, like, lighter gray, which is almost white, actually, to the darker gray. You can see it glitching. Like, the floor is... they might have fixed it by now, but when I took the video for this part, I could, like, see the textures glitching over each other. Like, it's just, how do you make that mistake? That's such an easy fix. Allegedly. I mean, I don't know. I don't develop games for a reason, but I don't know. Something like that, just that... When I saw it originally, I was like, are you serious? There's no way. It's like the cave in Chapter 4 of Poppy Playtime, where it just didn't render in if you weren't at the right angle. I don't know if they fixed it or not. Last time I played, they didn't, but... Like, again, come on, it's so easy. You just change the loading point. For that, at least. This obviously isn't that, but, like, how it loads in. Because it seemed to only load in if you were, like, really close to it, rather than if you were in the general vicinity, which was annoying, but... Yeah, this floor was just tweaking. I don't even know. Yeah, wow, we really will finish this path. That's crazy. So we should have one more part in theory, which is nice. That's my only comment. And yeah, we'll do the lighting too as well. That's something we have to do. By the way, also side note, these stairs, as I think I mentioned this earlier as well, you do want to like block those off from the back for light to not shine through. With BanBan, the lighting isn't particularly dark in all these areas, so it's not a huge deal, but still it does need to be pointed out. Yeah, you should have this. Cool. As for the light positioning, we're going to start at the front here with the orange and just work our way through. If you're looking at the left wall, it'll be the first upside down blackstone stair in this thing, just in the center of the ceiling. In line with it, you're breaking it, placing a sea lantern with a glow item brim off the underside of it. The next one is a block before the blackstone on the right here, this little gate door thing. It's this row. As you can see, a sea lantern glow item prim in the center. The polished tuff is a little bit weirder. If you take the, like, wall here, the, I guess, right wall when you're walking this way, you're going to take the leftmost edge of it, which is this kind of edge of polished tuff that shows on the white wall, and you're going to count out from it by 7. Break this, polished tuff, replace it with a sea lantern glow item prim underneath. From that light, you can readjust yourself so the hallway is behind you, and you want to count to the right by 7, and then forward by 3. Break this polished tuff along with the one to the right and place sea lanterns with glow item frames on them on both of those. You'll then count forward an additional 7, and you'll make the same light, which will be a gap of 6 if you need that information. Yeah, cool. Now we can kind of just sweep through and do all the decorations, and honestly, we're, like, at a good point to where we very well could just do the secret ending and leave the cave for its own part. Either way, we're going to worry about that once we get there. Clear your inventory and get out the following. Gray concrete, dark oak doors, dark oak trapdoors, dark oak planks, dark oak hanging sign, just all of the dark oak. Grindstone. Hey, guess what? Dark oak stair. Because we didn't have enough. That's the wrong one. There we go. Polished deep slate slabs. And we're going to go smooth course blocks. We do need the polished deep slate slabs for blocks as well, by the way. We do need more dark oak as well later. I just felt like I'd point that out because it is funny. If you take the, like, again, at the beginning of the hallway, you take the first strip of blackstone on the left. You're going to trace it across and place moving up from the floor there 3 gray concrete. Extend it forward a row. And then leave a gap of 1 moving back from it and place 2 more rows of these 3. You want the sets of dark oak doors off of these, with the dark oak trapdoors on top opened up against the gray concrete. Like so. Beyond that, you're going to leave a gap of 1 and place 3 dark oak trapdoors on the floor. Behind that, you're breaking this chiseled tough brick and replacing it with a dark oak plank. And I'd say behind that a block, you're placing a dark oak plank or whatever on top of the chiseled tough brick. And then you're going to place a dark oak hanging sign off of it. From the side here, if you crouch, you can place a grindstone on top of the dark oak hanging sign. It's funny, the one point of the dark oak sign that the grindstone connects to is the one point that isn't actually the dark oak color, it's the chains. That's diabolical. Anyway, yeah, that I think is the only one in this particular segment. Turn to the left, and you want to head to the, or count to the second white concrete. Not the corner one, but just one off. And you'll trace it across to the opposite side, where you'll place an upside down dark oak stair facing left. Left of it, 2 gray concrete with 2 on top of each to create a 2 by 3. Count back from that by 4, and then over to the left side where you'll place 2 gray concrete moving back with, again, 2 on top of each. You should know the drill with these. The dark oak door... Is it this one first? It is that one first. The dark oak door is off the bottom half of the gray concrete. Trap doors open up against the top blocks. If you take this left one, you're going to trace it up and then forward a block. And from this white concrete, you'll go, I guess, forward with 6 polished deep slit just up against the ceiling. And it should end 1 block before the corner there. Place a row of upside down slabs below it. Head through into the polished tuff area where you're gonna want to leave 2 blocks off the bottom and left of this back wall, and you're gonna just break the corner from there. So I guess from the bottom left corner you'd count up diagonally right by 2. Break 5 to the right and 2 rows up. Fill this with smooth quartz blocks. I didn't put anything on this whiteboard. You'll see the whiteboards in the secret ending room I did put something on, but this one I didn't, so yeah, if anybody particularly cares. Clear your inventory and get out the following. Oak stairs. Oak slabs. Dark oak signs, I told you they'd be needed. Prismarine walls. Polished blackstone stairs. Oh, I hate this step. You'll see why. Spruce fence gates. That might tell you all you need to know. Spruce fence. Spruce stairs. And polished blackstone slabs. And then we'll need one more set and we'll be done this area. So, from the back left-hand corner of this room, which would be this polished stuff, particularly right here, you want to, from it, count forward by 4 and right by 2. And on this block, you're placing an upside-down oak stair facing back. I'm going to count forward a block, place a regular stair facing forward, and just so I can place off of it, like so. In front of it, you'll place an upside-down oak slab, and then another upside-down oak stair, this time facing forward. Extend either of these stairs right with 5 upside-down slabs, and then an upside-down stair facing the same direction as the previous one on that same row. And then just fill in the center with upside-down oak slabs. It's a weird way to do that, but whatever. 2 blocks off the left and the right on the long sides here, you're just going to place dark oak signs on top of these blocks. They should be facing perfectly straight forward, and I guess it doesn't really matter if they face out necessarily. They could face in, but I think making them face out makes more sense. Between these signs on this like middle row here, which is this row, you're going to place a prismarine wall and extend it out by 1 to kind of give you this. Off each dark oak sign, kind of on the floor below it, except for this front left one, you're going to place polished blackstone stairs facing into the upside-down slab below them. There's just not a chair here. I don't know who took it, but it wasn't me, I swear. Regardless of what they tell you, it wasn't me. To the right of the whiteboard here, you're going to take the 3rd row of polished off, well, as I mentioned, to the right, and off of each layer of the wall, you're going to place 6 I almost just said strip spruce. 6 spruce fence gates coming out of the wall with a spruce fence on the end. And I'll bring this fence up first, and then you're going to have to crouch place a lot of these. This is the annoying part that I hate, because just why is placing these so difficult? I'll do 3 rows, and then I'll just have the 1 left. I'll give you an extra moment once I'm done as well. Should look like this. To the right of this, you're going to leave a gap of 1 and place a set of upside-down spruce stairs right of that facing into each other. Copy that up 4 more times, and it should be 1 block off the ceiling. Oh, why have I done it like this? Oh my gosh. Can I reach it? I can reach it. Aha. You're going to make the same shelf off the like corner of the wall on this side. Essentially, if you were to look at it and just like back up, you'll eventually turn left and you'll just see this corner here. You'll have the same thing directly off these final 2 blocks. See upside down stairs facing into each other and 5 rows in total. Nice. In the back right-hand corner of this room, which is right of this shelf here, you're going to place a polished blackstone stair facing forward. Extend it left with another stair facing forward, and that same corner can be brought forward with 8 stairs facing left. Left of the front one here, you'll place a stair facing back, and then just kind of fill in the macaroni noodle with slabs in the center. The front 3 blocks, which is a stair and 2 slabs, can each be brought left with an additional slab. Lovely couch. 10 out of 10 would sit on it. Now we can clear our inventory and get out the following. Dark oak trapdoors. Dark prismarine slabs, which we're going to use for a single block. Item frames. Ghast tier. Scaffolding. Oak pressure plate. And that should be everything to finish this area, according to my calculations. So, the shelf on the back wall, you're going to take the left half of and count forward by 2 and place a scaffolding. Count forward 2 again, and then right by 1 and place another scaffolding, and you'll have an oak pressure plate on either, just so you can't see that, like, mesh part. From the very front wall of the room, like in this kind of the little, like, end here, you're going to take these center 4 polished tuff and count back by 1 from each. And off the back half of these blocks, you'll place dark oak trapdoors, open up against, as I mentioned, the back half. You should be 3 off the left and right and 1 off the back. You'll then bring each of those trapdoors up by 3 to create a 4x4. Off the left and right, you're going to place a row of trapdoors that is open up against the kind of side of the previous row. And then you'll extend those side rows forward by 1. I guess back by 1, technically. But, yeah, whatever. On top of the back row, you'll crouch place another row of trapdoors and then extend it towards you by a row to kind of give you this. And it looks like a box almost, like a crate. You can, from this point, it's hard to explain, I guess, but if you take the, like, outer front rows of the rows closest to you with trapdoors, you're going to count diagonally into this polished tough block on either side, and place a row of dark oak trapdoors that is 4 tall that's opened up against the outside, like so. And then you'll go back diagonally out and place them off the inside of this polished tough block, which essentially will give you this, like, zigzag. It's so the doors differentiate themselves a bit, but yeah, it's not a huge thing, I guess. Inside the closet, if you take not the back right hand corner, because you can't, it'll be really like the only right side block you can. You'll place a dark prismarine block with a slab on top. Off the left of the block, 11 item frame with a gas tier in it. Nice. It does feel weird because I know that if we do the secret room right now, it's gonna be, like, really uneven for that last part. It's gonna be, like, 15 minutes. But I'm not particularly against that as a whole. So we are gonna at least do the hallway and just see how long we are at that point. We'll probably end up doing the entire thing, to be honest. And then just leave the cave for its own part. Which, if you don't even want to use it, the cave just is here under the red. I'll explain it more at the end of this, probably. Because, again, the cave isn't going to be block for block anyway, so I wouldn't really stress yourself with it. Starting off with a clean inventory, you want to get out the following. Terracotta, white concrete, crimson doors, glow item frames, spruce buttons, dark oak signs, spruce signs, black concrete, and that'll finish the hallway, so we don't really need to get anything else. So, you want to be at this, if you come back to this room, it's the red square I mentioned to leave open earlier. It's the one with the, like, dark oak line on top of it, the little wooden board. If you head inside and look at the left side, well, first off, it's probably smart to get the floor positioned. This red concrete little diagonal at the bottom left, you'll place a terracotta behind and just extend it right by 3. You can... So we already actually have a white concrete where we need on the left side here. You can, or you should have one. If you don't, you want one behind this red, and from it, you want to go back with 13 white concrete. You'll then leave a gap of 2, which I'll place black concrete for, and go as far as you want from this point. I go with 6 further white concrete. Yet again, this is like the bottom layer of the wall. You're going to go back kind of a row and just place 4 black concrete going across. And then if you go forward diagonally right, you should be able to connect this white concrete forward into a red concrete. Extend each white concrete and black concrete up by 4. Now, some of them you can't. So essentially here, I'm going to take this one, I'm going to go up by 4. I'm just going to connect forward here, and you see I have another layer of red. You're gonna probably, or what you're probably gonna want to do is, because that's visible, you're gonna want to bring the entire red just back a row here on, at least, yeah, I would say all sides, actually. It's not a huge, particularly a huge deal, but yeah, you want to go back on all sides like so. And then kind of just bring the walls up where you can. Any white concrete that you can break, I would recommend breaking here. That is, like, behind the white. And also, you do want to go above the little 2-block doorway with the top 3 rows. But, yeah, just kind of make sure that you are just getting your walls entirely in place. And again, do the black concrete as well up if I think I did say that, but I don't remember. A block below the walls and a block above the walls, you'll fill in the floor with terracotta. The doorway, you should just leave open for now. We don't, or it's not terracotta in that room. And because the doors are on this side, you know, it'd be dumb to have the terracotta bleed into the next room. For the top layer here, you will have to leave a row of white concrete. That's fine. You probably could get away with breaking one or two of them, but I would rather leave the whole row than have it, like, you know, clashing like that. Like, I believe, yeah, you see this block you need. That one you need, and you don't need the right two. Get rid of your terracotta and get out chiseled tough bricks. And in the doorway, you can place chiseled tough bricks at the floor here, so you can place crimson doors on them. Crouch place spruce signs off the doors. Okay, apparently if you, like, are still crouching, it just didn't work. I don't even know. They are boarded up, so you need a hammer for it in the game. Above each door, you'll place a glow item frame. To the right of those, you'll place a dark oak sign. Below that sign is spruce button. Get rid of, just clear your inventory. Yeah, that's fine. And do we want to do this room? Hold on, we're at 35 minutes. Yeah, we can rip it out real quick. Get out white concrete, chiseled tough bricks, snow blocks, smooth quartz blocks, sea lanterns, wherever they may be, glow item frames, dark prismarine slabs, which I think we'll also use for blocks again. And we're gonna go with... We shouldn't have gotten the dark prismarine, that's fine, we'll still figure it out. We'll get out hopper and dragon egg. So, head into the lack of a room here, and just to the right of the doors, you're taking the second white concrete over, and you want to extend it back with 9 white concrete. You'll then extend left by 2, then place 6 snow blocks, 3 white concrete, go forward by 1, then place 6 snow, and then a white concrete. You're just copying those walls 3 more times. The whiteboards go floor to ceiling, which is really weird now that I'm thinking about it. I mean, unusual. I wouldn't say it's weird, because I would love to have, like, if I was a teacher or something, I'd love to have a whiteboard that just spans an entire wall. I'm sure they exist somewhere, like in real life, not in a game. Nice. Fill in the floor with chiseled tough bricks and the ceiling with smooth quartz blocks. Should be a block above and a block below the heights of the walls. I said it inverted, but that's fine. You get the point. Floor is floor material, ceiling is ceiling material. Brilliant. It actually will be in line with the top row of the walls on the hallway, though. The ceiling is kind of short. Yeah, this will, like, just be shy or over 40, I think. Which is kind of funny. In either of the back 2 corners, we're calling the door the front here, you're going to place a hopper with a dragon egg on top. Above that, you want a mangrove leaf. You can just get rid of the dragon egg and get out mangrove leaves and go boink, boink. Ah, there's one in the front left corner as well, I apologize. I'm going to place the hopper and mangrove leaf, and then I'll just go boink and place it there. I don't need the hoppers either, so I will get rid of them, but I'm not going to get anything else. Nice. Left of, or right of this front left-hand plant, you're going to place 4 dark prismarine blocks. Extend the left one up with a slab, and then the other 3 up with another block. Extend each of those 3 blocks up with a slab from there. In the center of the room, you should be, well, as closest to the center as you're going to get. You're going to be 3 blocks off the back wall and 4 off the left and right, and you're going to break the middle 2 blocks there. You do have 4 off the front, which is a little bit annoying, but it's fine. You'll place sea lanterns with glow item frames in each of those. Clear your inventory and get out the following. Dark oak signs. Item frames. Ghast tears, again, they always come back. Block of emerald. Block of redstone. It's in here, isn't it? Yeah. And warp trap doors, and that should be everything unless I'm missing something painfully obvious, but I don't think I am. From the doors here, you're going to count to the second chisel tough brick, like from the corner of the wall. It'll be the third one, I guess, from the doors. This is the first, second, third. And of both, like the first two blocks off the wall, you're placing warp trap doors up and up against the back half of them. Behind them, you'll place 2 warp trap doors per block off of the, like, top half of their blocks, and behind that, you'll place more warp trap doors open up against them. Table. A little bit larger than the one we used before, but same thing. So, I would advise, if you're on PC Bedrock, placing your Dark Oak sign down and going Control Block Pick, pressing Control and block picking it, and it'll give you a sign that has data. This will just make it easier to place them down. So we'll start with the back board here. From the bottom left-hand corner going right, you're going to place 3 item frames and then a dark oak sign. Next row up going left to right, you'll place item frame, gap of 1, item frame. Next row, gap of 1, item frame, gap of 1, 3 dark oak signs. And out of that row of 3, the middle dark oak sign will have another one on top. Each of the item frames will have a gas tier in it. No rotation, no nothing. There is no rotating in this, I should say. Off of the whiteboard on the left side, every single snow block should have a dark oak sign on it, except for the rightmost row, which you'll place item frames off of. The bottom and top item frames have redstone blocks in them, and the middle 2 have emeralds. Off the backside of each of the dark prismarine blocks, you'll place item frames with gas tiers in them. And, yeah, once you've done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is Garten of BanBan 0 part, I don't know what part, frankly, 8 or something complete. And that's also the map complete, except for the cave. Now, for the cave, really quickly, it's, like, about just here it lines up where you fall down, and then the cave goes, I want to say it goes, like, back across, or no, it goes, like, away, so it goes back under the red section here. So yeah, just in case you do want to just build it, and it goes, I don't know, 50, 60 blocks. It's not too long. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys. So if you guys did enjoy this video, if you do want to see how the cave was made, you can head to the next part, although it's not particularly a crazy thing. Yeah, with that being said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.